Ooh, that's a nice sight. Oh, that's a very nice sight. Oh, what is that? Look at that old school brass. It's got an $8 garage sale sticker on it, or maybe a flea market booth or something. Oh shoot. That thing's pure brass. It's that's almost $8 in brass by itself. That's probably 4 pounds at least anyways. Wonder if it works. Some kind of spray gun of some sorts. I'm not sure. It's got some kind of wick down inside of it or something. What is that thing? Is that a fire? Oh shoot, what is that? It's got a wick in there like it's supposed to burn. I have to look at that on the internet. Let's see if it's got a marking. It's got a big red sticker on it. Shoot. I wonder if that's got something to do with, I don't know. Everybody out there knows exactly what that is, holler at me in the comments. Anyways, I'm at a storage unit. That's a massive storage unit down there, and that's one thing I've never mentioned in my videos, is storage units have a habit of having some really nice stuff in their dumpsters. Whether it's the storage unit employees, or if it's just people that are renting storage units and they just don't want to put some of this garbage in their unit, so they just toss it in the dumpster. Either way, however it ends up in here, this is nice. There's also an auto shop down there, so there'll be like used car parts and stuff in there. So that could have been where like this extension cord came from, but I'm just guessing this is due, everything in here appears to be due to storage units. If I had to guess. But that right there is maybe 15-pound extension cord. So that's worth about, by today's prices, that's $8 right there. And that maybe could be reused. I don't mess around with stuff like that, because one thing, I just find too many of them. It's just not, it's not possible to, you know, you might be able to do something with a couple extension cords, but if you come across, you know, 50 to 100 a year, it's just, I'm just going to the scrapyard, and I'm gonna cut all the brassy bits off of here. I'm not gonna waste your time showing you that, but there's a bunch of them on there. This is a multiple, there might be 10 hoses in there. Those short ones connected together. What else we do with? Bissell Power Steamer Deluxe. Just gonna cut the cord. That's got more brassy bits. Cut the cord off of there. And what is that? Oh, this is getting interesting. I think this definitely came out of the storage units. Someone, for one reason or the other, ditched this stuff. Hey, that's a nice pulley right there. That's probably worth some money. I'll definitely look into that before I scrap that. That's probably a valuable little dude. Looks like it says Gagsden Scaffold Company, Indiana, maybe something like that, or Industries. But that holds some good value to it. Oh, what else we got in here? Ouch, dang it. Neat little flashlight. More hose. Aluminum ice scoop. That actually might be sellable. I'll probably just take it to the scrapyard though. Another hose with brass bits. Some kind of wannabe shop vac. Oh, it's just the interior part. So I got rid of my website, scrapvulture.com. I just wasn't generating a whole lot of interest. That's the whole reason I came to YouTube, for the most part, was to try to advertise that site. I had started that site once before and had to shut it down because I didn't have any traffic. So that's basically the reason why I came to YouTube. And it kind of got away from me, but a lot of the reason why I explain all this scrapping stuff in my videos, in my dumpster diving videos, is because that's the reason why I came to YouTube. And I guess I've never really explained that too well before. It just kind of morphed into a dumpster diving. They kind of got away from me while I was trying to build this channel. You know, just the whole reason why I was here. And I got a lot of people commenting, telling me thanks for the information and whatnot, and that kind of got away from me why I was trying to get an audience, and that was to get scrapvulture.com going. And I know for a fact that almost all of you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say scrapvulture.com, and that was a website I made, a social media website I made for people to like sell their scrap metal directly from like their front yard or driveway to people. And I shut it down last month because that's a weird deal. I just wasn't doing anything, and I might start it up sometime in the future, but I know some of the feedback I got was Scrap Vulture is not really that good of a name, a business name for a website. Yeah, it's a good name for a dumpster diving scrap metal scrapper website, but as far as a business name for the average folks to look at and think they want to do business with, you know, Scrap Vulture, what's that? It's not very descriptive. So I'll probably come up with a better name and try it again sometime. But I guess that I just kind of got away from me why I was explaining the scrap metal situation, because scrappers, you know, and I've got this comment a bunch of times, scrappers, you know, pretty much already know, you know, that this is brass and, you know, this is a piece of steel, and they don't need to be told that. But the reason I was explaining that stuff is because, you know, 99% of the public or thereabouts just really doesn't have hardly any idea how much metal is worth. And just the plain fact that all metal is worth money, unless you live in some bizarre place. And I've never heard of a place that doesn't have scrap yards. Well, unless it's like a city zoning deal. I guess there are some places that don't have scrap yards, like city zoning issues and stuff, but you should be able to, no matter where you're at in the United States, as long as there's a decent population, you should be able to find some sort of recycling scrap yard that'll buy metal. You know, you might have to go outside the city limits or whatnot, you know. Oh, yummy. Anyone want some mayonnaise? Look at that. That's a nice little gun right there. The grease gun. That's working too. That's not bad. But anyways, I know it never really dawned on me, so that's, I didn't promote the site as good as I should have, but I don't think that really had as much to do with it. It's just one of those deals where to get enough two-sided interest in a site like that, you have to pretty much one of those burner deals. There's a whole set of them there now. Huh. Might be worth some money as they are, but you know, a lot of those sites like Uber, when they got started out, I think it took like I could be wrong, but it took like over $1 billion to just get the darn thing popular and getting it to be used. You know, like I have to find investors. And recently I looked at that site called Let Go. It's kind of similar to what Scrap Vulture was supposed to be. It wasn't nearly as convenient as my idea, but like I was reading that information about that site Let Go. It's like a Craigslist for smartphones, and I've noticed this with a lot of internet companies. They celebrate when, and they say that they've raised $100 million or whatnot this year, and it's like a big celebration. And that's one thing I noticed with these internet startups is they rarely say we made this much money. You know, we profited this much money. They have a tendency to say we raised this much money from investors and like Kickstarter programs and that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know if anyone else notices that. You know how common that is. It's like some big success because they raised money to you know, so their site will operate. But you know, they're not making money, they just raised it. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. I'm seeing a chainsaw down here. I'm seeing multiple chainsaw type deals. It's like a bush trimmer. Yeah, hey, that's a nice condition too. Huh. This thing out of my way. Oh, what is it? That's a piece of aluminum. Copperhead Road. Hey, that's a street sign with this reflective green taken off of it. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not. Copperhead Road. That's kind of neat. I don't know of a street name that anywhere around here. Ah, there's a chainsaw. The electric chainsaw. That don't look like it's bad condition either. I don't know if a lot of you guys and ladies have notice what I'm talking about when I say those startup companies with their big announcements about how they raised money. If you guys notice that same, if you guys notice that the way I do or not, maybe I'm missing something. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't remember in the last, before the internet, I don't ever remember companies celebrating that they raised money, If I'm missing something there, let me know. A little Black & Decker. That's just gonna be scrap metal. If I'm missing something there, let me know. As far as I know, your company has to make money to be profitable. It seems like these days they just kind of, it's almost like it's like they're successful because they raised some money. I don't know, if I'm missing something in that situation, let me know. I mean, I know over time they could be successful because they were funded by people, but last time I checked, raising money wasn't the sign of a profitable business. Yeah, I don't think it's a one-time deal either. It's like they gotta keep raising money. Year after year, it seems like they gotta keep raising money. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much, so I just thought this kind of that little phrase just keeps popping up when you deal with these internet companies. I've noticed. Anyway, enough of that. Interesting. Look at that little tow rope or something. What is that? Not quite sure what that is. Almost looks like mountain climbing equipment, maybe. What do you think? It's heavy duty stuff. I don't know. But at least I ended up with a small YouTube channel out of the deal. It's not bad. And I've been doing this for almost exactly a year now. And I have to be honest with you, the first 7 or 8 months, I didn't make hardly any money doing this YouTube stuff. I made maybe 50 cents an hour over the first 7 months, maybe. And I probably put a full 2,000 hour work year into this YouTube channel. And I made, over that year, I've made just shy of $4,000. I think I made about $3,800. So, made about $1.70 an hour. Doing YouTube was a full-time job over this last year. all together. And actually, you know what? I think I'll go ahead, for those of you interested in how much money I made in my first year of YouTube, my next video, and I'll put the link to it down in the description once I get it created. It'll be a few days probably. But I'll make a video about how much money I made doing YouTube my first year. What is that little dude? Little air inflator, little air compressor. You know what? That's pretty beat up. A little light. That's kind of neat. See, you could definitely use stuff like this, but I might find, you know, if I was down here doing this dumpster diving full time, I might find 40 or 50 of these a year, you know, beat up and really not worth much. I know some people new to my channel might wonder why I just scrap a lot of this stuff. Because as you can see, just in this one dumpster, I mean, just think about saving all this stuff over years and years. It's just chaos. Bad thing about just all these flattened cardboard boxes in here, in a real full dumpster like this, it provides like a layer. I don't know what that is. It looks like some kind of, oh boy, I wonder if that came some kind of old heavy duty, like I bet that's related to that pulley. What do you think? I bet that's related to that pulley. Lifting heavy stuff in her garage or workshop or something old school. These cardboard boxes though, are just totally blocking my vision. This is a pain. Got these chunks of wood in here all crisscrossed. Out of the way. There you go. Let me get this out of here. Oh, this is killing me. Oh. Some brassy bits, like little, that's a mailbox drop. Look at it. That's a nice shape. Just gonna scrap it. It's got a $14 price tag on it. But I might have a look at that. It'd be worth about $1.30 or so in brass scrap. It's looking like it might be about it. That's hard to tell though. Dumpster like this, it could just be, I mean, there's a brass wine bottle opener right there. Just all kinds of metal. This is one of those dumpsters where you just gotta dig down to the very bottom because there's just so much stuff in here. Who knows what could be down there. Try not to rip these bags open though. I'm basically mining the garbage at this point. I don't know any other way to put it other than a dumpster excavation. I definitely don't want to rip these bags open though. That little motor sitting there. Look at that. Just ready to go. Here I am. Take me. A little air pump. Beat up. But yeah, I don't know the future of my channel, what I should do without scrapbutcher.com. Without that site where I'm trying to promote people to sell and buy scrap metal, I'm not quite sure how I should proceed with my site, you know. I guess I'll probably stop explaining a lot of scrapping information, you know. Aluminum toy car. It's getting down some filthy, gross, and nasty stuff now. Yuck, I can't. Kind of stuff that makes you start stuttering. This fence is gonna help me out. So I can just lift under there and see what's under there. A piece of aluminum breakage. Another chalk marker. It's plastic. Definitely a lot of automobile related stuff in there. Now, anyways. See, I suppose I could just throw all this garbage out there, you know, but someone could come along and yell at me or something. Cop could come off that busy highway up there. Wondering what I'm doing, throwing all the garbage all over the place. It's bad enough I got that stuff out there. But it would make it easier to move around here. Oh well. Little aluminum spray wand. Lots of times these will be brass. It was just aluminum. Oh shoot, strong aluminum. I think that's doing it. Probably grunting and groaning a little too much in this video, but in dumpsters like this, you got stuff digging you in the shin bones, and my ankles at a 90-degree angle because it doesn't have the right footing, and stuff will pop up and hit you and smack you. It's all kinds of weird angles. That's why I go ooh and ah and ooh. That's it. Good enough. forget my snips. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Get that good stuff. That's a nice, I mean, that's an interesting deal there. Let's see what that is. That's probably something like Taco Steaks could sell on his channel. I don't know if you ever watch Taco Steaks, but he could probably get rid of that at his flea market almost instantly, I bet. And probably stuff like this too. Mailbox opener, but I have nothing around my area like that. Nothing that even comes close to resembling that. Big outdoor flea market. And I suppose we're gonna start getting this stuff ready to get out of here. And I do a lot of my scrap processing just out on the fly. I just noticed that over time, you just do that stuff right away. And I can just take this whole bucket to the scrapyard without ever messing with it again. That drill's not worth hardly anything. You know, you could use it for personal use if you really wanted. If it worked. Well, these are interesting. This is probably something else old Taco Steaks could sell at his flea market. Those are in actually very nice shape. If you took a brush to them, they're nice. Shoot, that's almost sellable. Copperhead Road. Someone might want that for like an art project or something. It's kind of beat up. That's one of the street signs where it's so beat up that you don't gotta worry about the city getting mad at you for having it. That might be sellable. I'll just throw that in my tin pile. I think it's some kind of climbing apparatus. It could be for like a telephone company or a power company, a pole climber or something maybe. Definitely not gonna try to sell it. Who knows what could be wrong with it. Dirty brass bit. This little nice old grip of wire out of this dumpster. I might have to look at this for my own personal use. This could come in handy one day. It's just in bad shape. I never really want to give it to anyone else. Who knows why it's in here. I'll keep the plugs on it for now though. That's an interesting deal there. I think I got that right. What do you think? Something like that. I don't know. Could be wrong. Something along them lines though. What was this? The quarter hose. There's an itty bitty motor in that thing, but I can just tell it's super small. Some scrapyards might give you dirty brass for big chunky plugs like that. Worth asking them. More than likely, every bit of everything I got out of this dumpster, with the exception of that and maybe those. I'm gonna scrap probably every bit of it when all said and done. With the exception of that sprayer dude. And I'll hang on to this for at least a little bit. It's probably got some decent value to it. Alright, I'm gonna process these brassy bits off here. I'm not gonna waste your time though. Alright. Good pair of snips that don't take too long. And there's all the bits that came out of it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. So there was 8 little hoses. Well, actually I threw some in there already. It's a nice little grip of grass. There was also grass in there too. There's another. I think that's it. Clean up my mess. Get out of here. And that's going to turn out to be a nice little load. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the same dumpster where I found that old rotten jewelry box that ended up having diamonds and single pearl. Look at it. If you want to see that video, I'll put the link down in the description. It's called Diamonds Gold Pearl Necklace or something like that. And I think it was probably someone that rents one of the storage units. They just thought it was a piece of garbage they didn't want to hang on to anymore, so they just threw it in here. Maybe. Who knows? But I know for a fact there's other storage units around town that have dumpsters where the renters will discard stuff into, and obviously they are definitely worth checking. You know, who knows what you could end up finding. There it is, ready to roll. And I definitely don't have far to go. Thanks for watching.